Valorize your mental health because your mental health is everything worth prioritizing in this life. Just as Benny just said, her mother valorizes her mental health over everything, despite the fact that she isn't her biological mother. But she loves her so much that no one can ever believe that she isn't her biological mother. You never knew Benny just discovered that her mother is not Clara. Okay guys, now let's keep watching to know Jonathan got a job, and this job of Jonathan, will he keep it or not? Big Joe without Emeka and Debbie in his life, do you think Big Joe would have been a better person? Let me hear as well from you. And talking about Debbie was shocked and Emeka to discover that Big Joe is now having a job, and they plan on how to destroy that job, because if Big Joe continue to work, then Big Joe will not hint to their own plan of action to destroy Clara's restaurant. So will Big Joe be able to do what they want to do, or will Big Joe survive his job this time around? Because that is the only thing that Big Joe needs right now in his life, and I think Big Joe is not going to let anything come between him and his job, because he has suffered a lot and hunger wanted to finish him since Clara is no longer in the house. Remember, when Clara used to be there, Big Joe will mess anyhow, because he knows that when he comes back home there will be food on the table for him, but this time around there is nobody to provide food for him on the table. Hunger wanted to finish him up. So with the coming of this job in his life, I think Big Joe is going to keep this job, and Debbie and Emeka will be shocked to discover that what they are planning is not going to work this time around. But his pride is what is going to falter with him this time around. Okay guys, how it all started. Big Joe returned back home so happy and had to tell Auntie Teresa that he has just gotten a bigger job, and the Big Joe has just returned back in town in full, that he is going to spoil each and every one of them with money. He is going to spoil them with good rice, with good lifestyle, and that yam with red oil that they used to eat, gari they used to drink, he no longer eat those poverty stinking food again. That this time around he is going to provide a better meal that they are going to eat and enjoy themselves with it. And Teresa should go and tell Clara that, Clara, Big Joe has gotten a job and Big Joe is coming for him. But he is giving Clara another benefit of doubt. Clara can come back begging, Clara can come back showing that she still wants to be in that house. Then he will decide if he should pardon Clara or not. But Clara doesn't kneel down and beg him, then he is not going to forgive Clara. Who told you that Clara will come there, Big Joe? Clara never left you because of that. Clara left you because of your ill-mannered, yes, your useless lifestyle, your irresponsible, manipulative and abusive waywardness. That is what Clara left you for, not the fact that you were broke. Yes, Clara stood by you and Clara wanted to see you stand, but you refused standing, right? So why think that Clara will rush come and beg you on her knees? That is a very fat one for you. And guess what? Before we dive into this, Hans is now aware that Benny is not Clara's biological daughter. How do you think Hans is going to react to this? Hans step up his game on grabbing Clara or not? Let's keep watching because a lot is packed in today's video. So when Jonathan told this to Teresa told Jonathan that I will communicate the message to Clara. So Big Joe danced and left. And guess what? Teresa now was telling Benny that, why are you not celebrating with your father? Benny said, I am not celebrating because he is known to always dash out of his job. He is known for always destroying his job. His record shows that he never stays true to his job. So why should I be jubilating? Meanwhile, I know that he will be fired in no time. And guess what? Teresa was like, are you angry? Are you jealous of your father? This girl said no. Teresa said Big Joe is back and back on his feet, and I told my sister to stay in this house, but my sister refused staying in this house. You see, I told my sister that this man will not remain on the ground forever, that he will bounce back. Now he has bounced back. My sister is no longer to be found. So what I want to tell you is this: your mother will regret it when hearing this news, and let her start preparing her apology letter, her begging letter, because I will not be there to talk on her behalf, and this lady left. Do you think Teresa is really okay mentally, guys? Because from the way she always talk, I'm not sure she's mentally okay. But before that, Benny had to give her a befitting reply. Benny said that you hate your sister so much. Just hear the kind of things you are talking about your sister. You don't even stand for your sister. Your sister stands by the truth. Instead of you to join her stand for the truth, you are here siding with someone that was tormenting your sister. Is that fair? And Teresa said she is not siding with anybody, that she is standing for the truth. And what is the truth, Teresa? You are not normal. The truth is that Clara needs to subdue and work slavery under who? Under Jonathan. That is the truth according to Teresa, which is very, very bad of her mentality. Women nowadays don't take shit again. Yes, women know their position, know their rights in their husband's home. The man remains the head of the family, but if the man is not taking full charge of his responsibility, what do you expect a woman should do? A woman should keep on being there, and if a man is abusing her, she should keep being there? No, things doesn't work like that in today's generation. And Benny was so disappointed with Auntie Teresa. Benny told Teresa that I never believed you could think like this, but let me tell you something, my mother is not coming back anyway to apologize. Let's watch and see how that job goes. And she left as well. Now talking about Big Joe. Big Joe went and met up with his friends called Emeka and Kennedy. Kennedy was the one that was truly happy for Big Joe. Let's mind the kind of company we keep around us, guys, because the company we keep around us will rather make us or destroy us. Now look at it this way. Jonathan had to announce the good news, but instead of Emeka to be happy, Emeka was shocked. Emeka almost collapsed hearing that Big Joe is having a job, and a well-paid job, and the way Big Joe had to buy them drinks and buy them meat to eat and celebrate, chicken to eat. Hey, the joy was enormous, guys. That is how they were celebrating. Kennedy was just so happy. Kennedy now had to tell Big Joe that, see, God has given you a second chance in life. Okay, make diligent use of it. Make sure you keep this job. Make sure you become a man. Make sure you become responsible. Make sure you feed your bills and take care of your daughter and your family. Okay, then you go back to your woman and bring your woman back home. Be a changed person. Emeka was angry hearing this advice, and Emeka had to do what? Emeka had to tell Big Joe that, why are you listening to this fellow who never wanted you to progress? Why are you listening to him? Is it not Emeka? Is it not him? Is it not Kennedy that employed people and refused employing you when he was recruiting people in his company job, knowing that you were running and looking for a job, hater skater, to feed yourself and your family? He refused giving you. Now he is here drinking and eating and opening his mouth and spewing rubbish. And Kennedy turned and told Emeka that, Emeka, you are a liar. You see this today is a happy moment. I won't allow you ruin it. No, get behind us. If you don't want to enjoy and celebrate the job that this guy is having, forget about it. And they were celebrating, and Big Joe said, let bygones be bygones. Eat and drink. Big Joe too is a very hand open person though. He's really generous with his friends. Despite everything, he will still call you and give you drinks and food, and he will still stand with you people, support you people even financially. That is who Big Joe is. But now, instead of Big Joe to calm down, Big Joe is rather trying to use his job to fight the woman with it, Clara. But this aspect of him wanting to fight Clara is something that is going to make him stand on his feet and maintain this job this time around. 800,000 is not a small one, oh. And guess what? Benny returned back from school, went to the restaurant, met the mother, and had to break the good news to the mother. And they both prayed that they hope he managed to maintain this one. He doesn't destroy it the way he has been destroying other jobs. But he's not going to destroy it, guys. He's going to maintain it because Clara is no longer available. Once Clara was there, then we'll be sure that he will destroy this one, because he knows that if he runs hater skater and come back, there'll be food waiting for him on his table. Now talking about Emeka rushed and met up with Debbie. When Emeka met up with Debbie, guess what? Emeka was confused. Break the news to Debbie. Debbie was shocked. Debbie was like, are you serious? This cannot be happening, Emeka. This guy cannot have a job. If this guy have a job, then we are finished, because he's going to be responsible and he will build back his family. This guy is not going to have a job. He has to continue being useless. Just here, oh, if these two people are not in Jonathan's life, what do you think will become of Jonathan? What do you think will be make of Jonathan? Now they are looking on a way to destroy the job. They are looking on a way to sabotage the job, because if Jonathan is working and concentrating on his job, Jonathan will not have time to go and destroy Clara's restaurant. But the good news here is this, guys, before them taking another move, they will be caught. Yes, because the hotel manager is not dead. The hotel manager survived it, and the hotel manager will expose them. Keep watching. They will not destroy Big Joe this time around. You see those slaps that he got, she will still get another one again. And she had not to tell Emeka about the slaps that the family gave her. That it was as if they were using her face to do slapping competition with it. That she was shocked. Her face received slap from Jonathan, from Benny, and from Clara. Not once, but double and triple slaps. That they are going to pay for it. Emeka burst into laughter. Emeka laughed until this guy got angry. Emeka said, sorry for laughing you, but I'm laughing at you because a small child slapped you. Don't let another person hear of it, because it is disgraceful. Yes, it is a disgraceful act, but she deserves it. She has to be given an award of receiving the best slap in this movie. Now, talking about Big Joe prepared himself and was ready to go to his job site. The daughter was there eating and also ready to go to school, and Auntie Teresa was beside. They prepared yams with red oil. Big Joe said no. He's done eating this poverty freaking food. That this time around they'll be eating a quality food, because he has arrived. He is Big Joe. Once he signed his contract, they are going to allocate him some amount of money, and he's going to use that money and spoil them with it in the house. And that is how they were all happy. The daughter was happy, Auntie Teresa was happy, and they had to wish him good luck, and he left to the office. Guys, talking about Clara went to see Hans in the office to tell Hans thank you for the interview he granted in order to free the daughter's name from the public. When she got there, Hans was surprised to see her. So upon chatting, the love chemistry between these two had to resurface. Hans told her that I love you so much from the depth of my heart. But this love, I love you, is a good love. You know there is a good love and there is a bad love, right? Somebody can love you, but the person will not marry you. But that person wants to see you succeed in everything you are doing. That is true love. That person wants to see you happy. That person wants to stand by you and support you and see you prosperous and successful in everything you do. That person wants to see you not to be harmed. That is what is called true love, and that is the kind of love Hans demonstrates here for Clara. Not those kind of love that we are talking about, that a husband will be with the wife in the house, the husband is beating the wife is beating the husband doesn't want the wife to progress, the wife doesn't want the husband to progress, the wife is cheating, the husband is cheating. That is not love. Those people are people that have just come together to donate sperm to each other and form a baby, and the baby becomes their victim, and they term it to be marriage. That is not marriage, and that is not love. True love is what True love is what Hans is distributing here and exhibiting it. True love does not bring pain. True love does not bring harm. True love rather stands for you. True love brings you joy, peace of mind, and true love rather supports you and protects you. That is what Hans is doing for Clara. How I wish these two could end up together getting married. But maybe life is giving Jonathan a second chance to have his home back again. But before that, guys, Clara had to make Hans know that Benny is not her biological daughter. Hans was shocked and furious that the kind of love you shower this child, nobody will know that it is not your biological daughter. Hey, do you know that some biological mothers, the way they treat their children, the way they handle their child, you begin to wonder if they are the real mother to that child. Clara is not even the biological mother of Benny, but Benny's mental health, well-being is her paramount in life. Yes, that is her priority. She goes extra length to make sure that Benny is protected, to make sure that Benny gets sound education, to make sure that Benny have a sound mind, to make sure that Benny is happy. Who does that? Now, Hans has gotten this news. What do you think Hans' next move will be? Will Hans button up and make Clara his bride after the divorce? Remember, Clara is just on a separation and not on a divorce. And Hans told Clara that Clara did the right thing, because at times when you are in a toxic environment, if your marriage is not going, don't keep forcing. They say advice will end you to the grave. Separate. Separation is needed, because when the two of you separate, each and every one will have a sound peace of mind to think and to clear off their head. And another will value the other. Another will value the absence of the other. But when you keep on being there and complaining and trying to advise, you people will keep dancing and the circle will be turning and turning till you want to see. You people are celebrating 50 years anniversary. You people are celebrating 100 years anniversary without the changes, without the story changing. The same story day in, day out. So what Clara just did was just the best thing. So if you are watching us, learn from Clara. You see the way hunger touched Jonathan, right? You see the way the bills came upon Jonathan and Jonathan was unable to handle those things. Because Clara left and he now started looking for a job with the speed of life. If Clara was there, Jonathan wouldn't have manned up to look for a job. In fact, let me hear from you in the comment section below. Valorize your mental health, because your mental health is everything worth prioritizing. See you in our next video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share this video out.